Now, this is exciting too because my sister and my nephew, and this is like bringing the off-grid to the on-grid. They have never used the Dutch oven. Can you believe that? So they brought the grill today, which means they have charcoal, and I'm going to teach them some off-grid Dutch oven cooking. And we're doing a dessert tonight, so I'm going to bring you friends along with some on-grid, off-grid Dutch oven cooking. But I wanted to show you the one that we got, and actually, you know, I'm pretty impressed with the quality. This is an Ozark Trail. It's a 5-quart cast iron. The thing that I really liked about it is it's already pre-seasoned, so we don't have to pre-season it at all. And you know what? This thing is heavy duty. You know, I have a muley. Lodge pole is really popular, but these Ozarks that you buy at Walmart are really stepping up to the plate, and they're super affordable. But I'm going to be doing like a fruit melody with a little crumble tonight, and we're going to show you how the Dutch oven works right here in Savannah, Georgia. Right here in Savannah, Georgia. Do I sound like I'm a southerner?
Oh, for sure.
See, Savannah, Georgia. So, all right, my friends. So my sister is the fire starter tonight. And I came out, I said, you got to pile those coals up.
I usually do, but this is it'll work. I always buy matchlet, and matchlet always works.
Oh.
Yeah, matchlet by.
You like that?
Oh yeah, by Kingsford always works. I never buy regular charcoal.
Oh.
Because it'll be ready like in 15 minutes.
Oh, nice. So usually I pile mine up, and then I do. But and you know, there's those fire. You ever see those little fire canisters?
Yeah, she has. She told me about it at.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Lowe's to get one. She goes, "This is what you need to do."
And you get that, you know, especially with the Dutch oven, perfect. But we've got the coals, and we're going to get those going. And I'm going to show them my cast iron Dutch oven recipe tonight. But look at how beautiful it is tonight. Isn't it awesome? Oh, look at the dog. Look at it, he's so cute. Look at all the dogs out there. She's got like, well, there she goes. She's really going to town. Just put a little more lighter fluid on it.
Yeah,
there you go.
Just to try to get nice and hot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you pile it up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's going to take longer.
Yeah.
I don't think more lighter fluid's going to do it.
It is.
Yeah. You know, you could.
Get going.
So I'm going to start from the very basics. If this is your first time using your cast iron, this is pre-seasoned, but I did rinse it out a little bit because, you know, you want to rinse it and wipe it down. And then what I do, and this is with any recipe, I'll take my my organic cold pressed coconut oil, and then I will slather the whole inside with coconut oil. It doesn't make any difference if you're doing a cake, a dessert, you're doing pizza or whatever. You want to take that and slather that in your Dutch oven. So before we even get started with putting all our berries, which we bought from the grocery store where we were at Publix, and we got some beautiful berries. You gotta clean them. And you know, a lot of people will do dish Dawn soap, or they'll do a little bit of vinegar, or they'll buy that spray. I think there's actually a spray that you can buy in the store that washes your fruit. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. In fact, they just did some new research, and this is pretty recent. They actually did some testing with Clorox spiked water, and they did some research with just baking soda. And this is from the Journal of Agriculture and Food Chemistry. And you know, we forget that our foods are, you know, pesticides. They use pesticides to kill bugs and fungus and all that stuff. And you know what? It's not good for us. You know, the EPA is like, this is bad stuff. But washing it does not get rid of the pesticides. It doesn't get rid of the fungicides. It doesn't get rid of the thiobenzol. This stuff is bad. So they have found, they did this testing, that if you soak your fruit and vegetables in a mixture of baking soda and water, and you know, 3 parts water and 1 part baking soda, it removes the fungicides, it removes the pesticides, it removes everything. 100%. So that's what we're going to do before we even get started with our Dutch oven. Okay, so the rest of the recipe, and you know, I'm just going through their pantry, they have what they have. They don't have like a Wonder Mill food grinder or anything like that, but that's okay. This is like on-grid recipe. So I did grab some, they have some white flour, and you're not gonna die if you use white flour, but you can do this with almond flour, you can do this with whole wheat flour. I wouldn't use coconut flour because coconut flour is really dry, but in a little honey, any type of nut that you want, you can put your chia seeds in here, a little bit of brown sugar, and butter. See, I'd be grabbing my canned butter, but it needs to be cold. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the butter and we're gonna crumble it with the flour, and then we're gonna mix in the brown sugar, and that's gonna make that crumbling topping. And then you can add like cinnamon or whatever you wanna do to kind of spice it up and give it a little bit of extra flavor. And just so you know, you can use coconut oil for this, but to me, I like the flavor of butter. And you know, like I said, this is like on-grid, what's in the pantry to make it work tonight, but it's off-grid cooking with the Dutch oven. So all you're gonna do is take that hard piece of stick butter, and you're gonna just crumble it with your fork, just like that. Now, as I'm getting my fruit ready, you can see we got blueberries and raspberries, and those are really juicy fruit. But if you decide to do this recipe with something that's really juicy, like peaches, I've got my canned peaches, which I've used, a lot of juice. So you can add a little bit of cornstarch to actually kind of soak up that juice, so it's not so juicy. So just remember, if you're doing juicy fruit, add a little cornstarch. But with your other fruit like this that doesn't have a lot of juice, you don't have to worry about it. All right, there we go. Look at how easy that is. I just crumble that with a fork, and then, oh, I'm gonna put the cinnamon in there, and then I'm gonna, well, let's just do it. You're gonna take this and pour it right into your cast iron. Look at that, isn't that great? And I kind of take a paper towel just to pat that dry a little bit. Oh, this is going to be so good. And my nephew just stepped out. This is so sweet. I had flour all over my camera. You know, that's Starry, right? And he cleaned my whole camera. And then this is what I love. He's never cooked in a Dutch oven. And he's looking at this recipe like, oh, well, you're cutting the butter, and what about this and what about that? And I forget. When people have never been exposed to my lifestyle, even something as simple as this recipe is like, oh wow, I didn't know you could make a crumble top that easy, and oh, he's all excited about it. So, but here's the crumble top. You know, these are the moments that I love. I miss that, right? You know, you have a family. This is where you share. But there's the beautiful crumble top, and I went heavy on the crumble top. I like the crumble top, but the only thing they didn't have that I really like to add is oats, and they had quick oats. Isn't that funny? They had quick oats, but that's all right. I passed on that. So look at how beautiful that looks. Ah, yeah, he's like, yeah. And then I'm going to put walnuts, any type of nut, and we're going to sprinkle that on top. But isn't that beautiful? And look at that. I picked up my camera again with my dirty hands, and he's like, no. He's like, you. It's so cute. It's so cute because I'm super clean, but he, like, look at this place, super clean. And you know, this is my little spot right here, and he's been cleaning up behind me. It's looking good. It is looking good. And then we're going to take it out and do the Dutch oven with the coals. So this is the exciting step. We got all the food cooked, but when you this is the cool thing about Dutch oven cooking. So you can do it right in the city, right in your grill with your hot coals. So all I'm going to do is take my Dutch oven, and I'm going to put it right in here like this. You just set it right in there, and there's some weight there, so I'm hoping it's going to stay. And then you're gonna put some coals on top of that, and you're gonna wait. And with this recipe, it's gonna be quick. So I'd say within 20 minutes, you're gonna have your crumble and your fruit melody. But that's it. So let me get the coals on there, and we'll show you what it looks like. With like a fruit recipe like this, you don't need a lot of coals on top. So I'll count out probably about about 12 coals. And the only reason why I'm only using 12 is because these coals, as you can see, look at how hot they are. So you're not going to need a lot on the top. So you count them out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because what you're doing is you're creating an oven. But there you go. Look at this is like off grid, on the grid. This is, and my sister's my camera person right now. That's pretty cool. And you don't have to shut the lid or anything. 15, 20 minutes, we're gonna have fruit melody. Okay, friends, it only took 20 minutes, and this was really, really hot, but I want to show you it's bubbling, and you can't see, but look at how gorgeous that is. Oh, and I can smell it. Oh, oh, oh. But what a way to end an evening. So there you go. Starry, Hilder, and Midnight, and the dog, and the nephew, on grid with the off-grid Dutch oven cooking.